It's been a disaster this season, but the ultimate recovery could come in a few hours.
Josef Newgarden will want to put the season behind him. Get the year properly kicked off here, more than halfway through the season. He loves this track. He runs so well here. He has, though, only one pole to his name. Will today be the day for another? He goes straight to the top with a 183.999. And on his second run, Newgarden looking absolutely hooked up. That Penske looking wonderful out on circuit. Will this be enough for another P1 for Josef Newgarden? You bet it will. A 183.316. Connor Daly topped the test session here, has been fast all the way through today. He has so much intent coming into this weekend to put up a good result on a circuit that he absolutely adores. What's his first lap look like? It's good enough for second, just shy of Josef Newgarden. A 183.714 for Connor Daly in the Juncos Hollinger racing car, already coming to the end of that second lap. That is just how fast and how short this circuit is. And over the line for Connor Daly. Where does this one put him? It's second again. A 182.943, just shadowing Josef Newgarden, and he will be happy with that.
He worked really hard at finding that track position in practice, and you can see it's paying off here, just essentially hanging off the gearbox of Josef Newgarden in the Ghost car in front. Let's see what that first lap gets him.
It's 183.9 for Newgarden, 182.8 for Nolan Siegel. That's third quickest at the moment, so behind Connor Daly. A Chevrolet-powered car just like that at the Juncos Hollinger. Can he get it above Daly for the second lap and the second race?
Tracking pretty well on this one.
He does. Siegel to second, ahead of Daly for race 2.
For Rinus VeeKay, I feel like he's matured to the point where he's like, hey, don't force it. We know we're probably going to be better in the race than we are in qualifying. His teammate has struggled to find the speed. So I think for Rinus VeeKay, this is a case of just take what the car's going to give you and let's get to the race. Don't be too brave. And he just got into the wall, I think, out of turn 4 with the right rear.
I think you're right, Townsend. There certainly appeared to be a little bump just before he came over the line, and his time for that first lap, unsurprisingly, the second slowest. That
almost lost it. Almost lost it. Sorry, Will.
Mate.
That was almost a huge crash.
Somehow holds it together, somehow pulls it across the line, but it's a 170.8, and that was going wrong right from the end of that first lap. There's that first bump, Townsend.
Yeah, this would have knocked the right rear toe out. That was quite a hit. Literally, James, as I was saying, don't try to force it too much.
But it's so late in the corner, I'm kind of surprised that he hit where he did.
Watch this. The second lap, turn 3.
I thought I saw some movement in 1 and 2 lap before. That is a huge moment right at turn-in.
And a huge save.
Takes the green, gets on his way. David Malukas on that new piece of paving that was put down a year ago, running high and up towards the wall, taking all the track that he dares. Already used over 50% of his hybrid on that first lap. Malukas through and over the line, and it's good enough for 4th. That's a nice first lap from Malukas.
And Will, one of the things we talked about in practice was that wind. It has picked up again. It's a big tailwind into 1, a headwind into turn 3. That's going to change the handling at each end of this racetrack, but it's not upsetting the throttle trace of Malukas.
And that is good enough for the top.
All the way up to a 183.3.
Wow. What a second lap from David Malukas. Green flag for Scott McLaughlin, fastest in practice this morning. Hits the flag, it's gone! He's gone! McLaughlin up and into the wall, and it is a flashback to Indianapolis. The rear goes on McLaughlin's Penske into 1. We heard him hit the limiter, full send into turn 1.
Let's take a look at this. It looked like it happened pretty early. Indeed it did. Really never had a chance to get the car set in the corner and loaded up. It looked like a forklift turning into turn 1. Another angle here.
There isn't another driver at this track who has ever started from first place as often as the man from Toowoomba, Queensland.
And the stat I love most about Power, outside of those 8 poles, last year was his worst start in race 2. Went on to win. He qualified 22nd. came home with the W, but what kind of pace does he have? 186 miles an hour into turn 1.
Won't be pole for race 1. Can it be pole for race 2? 1 turn left to go for Will Power. The top time we're looking for is 183.3 over the line. For Will Power, it's not enough. It's 4th. Rosenqvist hoping to have found something on his way and on his run. And you know what? He's holding pace with Josef Newgarden, there or thereabouts. One of the closest we've seen so far today. Rosenqvist, look how close this is to Josef Newgarden. Through 4, over the line. Has he got the top spot? No! Incredibly, it's only 3rd for Rosenqvist on lap 1, but that was a brilliant first lap from the Meyer-Shank Racing driver. Already the 2nd lap almost completed, and Rosenqvist looking great out there. Can he hold the consistency? Can he hold the time over the line? He can! And that's good enough for top spot. Felix Rosenqvist to P1 for race 2.
Can Alex Palou add a little bit of handling magic to the first lap?
Oh, that first turn is walloping through there, and he is tracking with Josef Newgarden. How's 3 and 4? Will Newgarden hang on to the pole, or can Pinot snatch it from him? Race 1, Palou's only 4th. Newgarden has the pole for race 1, but what about for race 2? It is nip and tuck between Palou and Rosenqvist, who hasn't had a pole since Long Beach last year. There is nothing in it between the two of them. Palou to snatch it away from Rosenqvist over the line in Iowa, and he does. 184.0, Alex Palou with his first pole at Iowa Speedway.
And the fastest lap of anybody over those 2 laps, quicker than Newgarden's race 1 pole.
Last oval pole for Palou was the 2023 Indy 500.
And he just grabbed another point in the championship with that performance.
He needs that.
Yeah, he needed a buffer.
And that is the NTT P1 award winner for race 2. And this is the NTT P1 award winner for race 1. Josef Newgarden with a phenomenal run.
Up next, it's the Sync 275, Saturday, July 12th at 5 p.m. Eastern on Fox.